I found out last night that my partner of 2.5 years was cheating on me again. The kind of discovery that doesn't come with screaming or crying at first, just a hollow feeling in your chest, like all the air has been sucked out of the room. The first time happened only 6 months into the relationship. A girl messaged me out of nowhere, telling me he was on Tinder, trying to meet up with her. I remember the disbelief, the shaking hands, the way my heart dropped when I confronted him. He apologized, he promised, and I chose to believe him. I chose to stay. What followed was a year of constant anxiety. I was always looking over his shoulder, always checking his phone, always waiting for the other shoe to drop. I didn't recognize myself anymore, somewhere in that chaos. We decided to move in together, something I now know was a terrible mistake, but at the time felt like a way to fix things. Even after that, there were signs, messages, emotional, cheating, red flags waving directly in my face. 2, maybe 3 times, and every time I forgave him. I convinced myself that forgiveness meant strength, not realizing how much of myself I was slowly giving away. Ironically, the past 6 to 8 months had been the best they'd ever been. I started therapy. I worked on my anxiety, my trust issues, my fear of abandonment. I truly felt like I was healing, like I was finally learning how to trust him again. I thought we had made it through the worst. Then came last night, the night before we were supposed to fly out on a trip with his family. I saw a girl's name pop up on his phone. That familiar, sick feeling returned instantly. When I opened the messages, most of the conversation was gone, deleted, but what remained told me enough. They had been trying to meet up, plans made, plans canceled at the last minute. He said she was just a friend, but I found out the truth. She was someone he had been intimate with before we ever met. For a moment, I considered going on the trip anyway, pretending nothing had happened, smiling through a week of family dinners and forced normalcy, wallowing the pain like I always had. But on the way to the airport, something in me finally snapped, not in anger, but in clarity. I booked a new flight, not with them, but to see my best friend. Right now, I feel numb. Not devastated, not hysterical, just quiet, empty, and strangely proud. Proud that, for once, I chose myself. I want to forgive myself. Because the hardest part isn't leaving him, it's accepting that I stayed as long as I did, that I ignored my intuition, that I kept loving someone who repeatedly showed me how little he cared. I'm manifesting the strength and courage to fully walk away, to stop loving someone who only ever loved himself, and to finally start loving me.